How are you doing?
How are you doing?
What's new with you?
What's new with you?
I'm feeling under the weather.
I'm feeling under the weather.
It's a piece of cake.
It's a piece of cake.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
Let's catch up sometime.
Let's catch up sometime.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm at a loss for words.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How have you been?
How have you been?
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
See you later.
See you later.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Give my regards to.
Give my regards to.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
I'll be on my way.
I'll be on my way.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
In my opinion.
In my opinion.
I strongly believe that.
I strongly believe that.
From my perspective.
From my perspective.
I'm of the view that.
I'm of the view that.
It seems to me that.
It seems to me that.
I'm inclined to think.
I'm inclined to think.
Personally, I feel.
Personally, I feel.
I'm convinced that.
I'm convinced that.
If you ask me.
If you ask me.
I can't help but think.
I can't help but think.
I couldn't agree more.
I couldn't agree more.
That's exactly how I feel.
That's exactly how I feel.
I see your point.
I see your point.
I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not so sure about that.
I respectfully disagree.
I respectfully disagree.
I'm afraid I don't agree.
I'm afraid I don't agree.
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ.
That's one way to look at it.
That's one way to look at it.
It's hard to argue with that.
It's hard to argue with that.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
You might want to.
You might want to.
How about trying?
How about trying?
Have you considered?
Have you considered?
I would recommend.
I would recommend.
If I were you, I'd.
If I were you, I'd.
It could be a good idea too.
It could be a good idea too.
Why don't you?
Why don't you?
You could always.
You could always.
I think you should.
I think you should.
It's worth trying.
It's worth trying.
Thanks a million.
Thanks a million.
I can't thank you enough.
I can't thank you enough.
I'm so grateful for.
I'm so grateful for.
You've been a huge help.
You've been a huge help.
I owe you one.
I owe you one.
I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
You've made my day.
You've made my day.
I can't express how thankful I am.
I can't express how thankful I am.
I'm indebted to you.
I'm indebted to you.
You're a lifesaver.
You're a lifesaver. I'm so sorry about that.
I'm so sorry about that.
Please accept my apologies.
Please accept my apologies.
It won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
I take full responsibility.
I take full responsibility.
That was my mistake.
That was my mistake.
I hope you can forgive me.
I hope you can forgive me.
I'm really embarrassed.
I'm really embarrassed.
I had no intention of.
I had no intention of.
I promise to make it up to you.
I promise to make it up to you.
Please give me another chance.
Please give me another chance.
He's a real charmer.
He's a real charmer.
She has a heart of gold.
She has a heart of gold.
He's the life of the party.
He's the life of the party.
She's very down to earth.
She's very down to earth.
He's incredibly resourceful.
He's incredibly resourceful.
She's a true visionary.
She's a true visionary.
He's a quick thinker.
He's a quick thinker.
She's a great conversationalist.
She's a great conversationalist.
He's quite introverted.
He's quite introverted.
She's exceptionally talented.
She's exceptionally talented.
I'm swamped with work.
I'm swamped with work.
I'm on a tight deadline.
I'm on a tight deadline.
I'm a team player.
I'm a team player.
Let's brainstorm some ideas.
Let's brainstorm some ideas.
I have a heavy workload.
I have a heavy workload.
I'm in charge of.
I'm in charge of.
I need to delegate some tasks.
I need to delegate some tasks.
I'm a fast learner.
I'm a fast learner.
I'm always striving for excellence.
I'm always striving for excellence.
I'm passionate about my job.
I'm passionate about my job.
I'm a huge fan of.
I'm a huge fan of.
I'm really into.
I'm really into.
My favorite pastime is.
My favorite pastime is.
I have a passion for.
I have a passion for.
I enjoy taking up new hobbies.
I enjoy taking up new hobbies.
I'm a nature enthusiast.
I'm a nature enthusiast.
I dabble in photography.
I dabble in photography.
I'm an avid reader.
I'm an avid reader.
I'm a weekend warrior.
I'm a weekend warrior.
I love exploring new places.
I love exploring new places.
I'm planning a trip to.
I'm planning a trip to.
Have you ever been to?
Have you ever been to?
I'm a frequent flyer.
I'm a frequent flyer.
I'm looking forward to my vacation.
I'm looking forward to my vacation.
I prefer traveling off the beaten path.
I prefer traveling off the beaten path.
I'm a budget traveler.
I'm a budget traveler.
I love experiencing new cultures.
I love experiencing new cultures.
I'm a jet setter.
I'm a jet setter.
I enjoy sightseeing.
I enjoy sightseeing.
Traveling broadens my horizons.
Traveling broadens my horizons.
I'm tech savvy.
I'm tech savvy.
I'm addicted to my smartphone.
I'm addicted to my smartphone.
Have you tried the latest app?
Have you tried the latest app?
I'm a gadget geek.
I'm a gadget geek.
Technology is changing so rapidly.
Technology is changing so rapidly.
I'm always connected online.
I'm always connected online.
I'm a software developer.
I'm a software developer.
I'm a cybersecurity expert.
I'm a cybersecurity expert.
I'm a big fan of virtual reality.
I'm a big fan of virtual reality.
The digital world fascinates me.
The digital world fascinates me.
I'm overjoyed.
I'm overjoyed.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
I'm on cloud nine.
I'm on cloud nine.
I'm feeling quite content.
I'm feeling quite content.
I'm a bit under the weather.
I'm a bit under the weather.
I'm utterly devastated.
I'm utterly devastated.
I'm really frustrated.
I'm really frustrated.
I'm deeply touched.
I'm deeply touched.
I'm feeling a bit anxious.
I'm feeling a bit anxious.
I'm completely exhausted.
I'm completely exhausted.
I'm a foodie.
I'm a foodie.
I enjoy trying new cuisines.
I enjoy trying new cuisines.
Cooking is my passion.
Cooking is my passion.
Have you ever tasted?
Have you ever tasted?
I'm a vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian.
I'm a meat lover.
I'm a meat lover.
I'm a culinary enthusiast.
I'm a culinary enthusiast.
I love experimenting in the kitchen.
I love experimenting in the kitchen.
I have a sweet tooth.
I have a sweet tooth.
I'm a connoisseur of fine dining.
I'm a connoisseur of fine dining.
I'm trying to stay fit.
I'm trying to stay fit.
I'm watching my diet.
I'm watching my diet.
I practice mindfulness.
I practice mindfulness.
I'm into yoga and meditation.
I'm into yoga and meditation.
I'm health conscious.
I'm health conscious.
I need to get more exercise.
I need to get more exercise.
I'm a fitness freak.
I'm a fitness freak.
I'm working on my mental health.
I'm working on my mental health.
I'm trying to quit smoking.
I'm trying to quit smoking.
I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm of the same opinion.
I'm of the same opinion.
I concur with you.
I concur with you.
I couldn't have said it better.
I couldn't have said it better.
That's a valid point.
That's a valid point.
I share your perspective.
I share your perspective.
I can't argue with that.
I can't argue with that.
I see where you're coming from.
I see where you're coming from.
I respectfully disagree.
I respectfully disagree.
I'm not entirely convinced.
I'm not entirely convinced.
I have big dreams.
I have big dreams.
I'm setting new goals.
I'm setting new goals.
I'm working toward my ambitions.
I'm working toward my ambitions.
My future looks promising.
My future looks promising.
I hope to achieve success.
I hope to achieve success.
I have a clear vision of my future.
I have a clear vision of my future.
I'm taking things one step at a time.
I'm taking things one step at a time.
I'm planning for retirement.
I'm planning for retirement.
I'm considering further education.
I'm considering further education.
I'm mapping out my career path.
I'm mapping out my career path.
I'm a lifelong learner.
I'm a lifelong learner.
Education is the key to success.
Education is the key to success.
I'm pursuing a degree in.
I'm pursuing a degree in.
I'm a graduate student.
I'm a graduate student.
Learning is a continuous journey.
Learning is a continuous journey.
I'm enrolled in online courses.
I'm enrolled in online courses.
I have a thirst for knowledge.
I have a thirst for knowledge.
I'm passionate about teaching.
I'm passionate about teaching.
I'm studying abroad.
I'm studying abroad.
I value a well-rounded education.
I value a well-rounded education.
I appreciate all forms of art.
I appreciate all forms of art.
Art inspires me.
Art inspires me.
I'm an art collector.
I'm an art collector.
I have an eye for detail.
I have an eye for detail.
I love going to museums.
I love going to museums.
I'm a patron of the arts.
I'm a patron of the arts.
I'm a creative soul.
I'm a creative soul.
Cultural diversity enriches our lives.
Cultural diversity enriches our lives.
I'm fascinated by ancient history.
I'm fascinated by ancient history.
I enjoy classical music.
I enjoy classical music.
I follow the news closely.
I follow the news closely.
Politics can be divisive.
Politics can be divisive.
I'm concerned about global issues.
I'm concerned about global issues.
I have strong political views.
I have strong political views.
It's important to stay informed.
It's important to stay informed.
I'm a member of a political party.
I'm a member of a political party.
I support social justice.
I support social justice.
I believe in freedom of speech.
I believe in freedom of speech.
Current events shape our world.
Current events shape our world.
Let's have a civil discussion about politics.
Let's have a civil discussion about politics.
I cherish my friendships.
I cherish my friendships.
Trust is the foundation of any relationship.
Trust is the foundation of any relationship.
I'm in a committed relationship.
I'm in a committed relationship.
Communication is key in a relationship.
Communication is key in a relationship.
I value my family bonds.
I value my family bonds.
Loyalty is important to me.
Loyalty is important to me.
I'm going through a tough breakup.
I'm going through a tough breakup.
I'm happily married.
I'm happily married.
I have a close-knit circle of friends.
I have a close-knit circle of friends.
Love makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round.
I'm an advocate for the environment.
I'm an advocate for the environment.
Climate change is a pressing issue.
Climate change is a pressing issue.
I practice eco-friendly habits.
I practice eco-friendly habits.
Conservation is crucial.
Conservation is crucial.
Let's reduce our carbon footprint.
Let's reduce our carbon footprint.
I'm passionate about wildlife preservation.
I'm passionate about wildlife preservation.
Renewable energy is the future.
Renewable energy is the future.
Sustainability should be a priority.
Sustainability should be a priority.
Pollution is a global concern.
Pollution is a global concern.
Earth's resources are finite.
Earth's resources are finite.
Science drives innovation.
Science drives innovation.
Technology has transformed our lives.
Technology has transformed our lives.
I'm fascinated by space exploration.
I'm fascinated by space exploration.
Artificial intelligence is advancing rapidly.
Artificial intelligence is advancing rapidly.
Scientific research is vital.
Scientific research is vital.
STEM fields are growing in importance.
STEM fields are growing in importance.
I'm a science enthusiast.
I'm a science enthusiast.
The Internet has revolutionized communication.
The Internet has revolutionized communication.
Quantum physics is mind-boggling.
Quantum physics is mind-boggling.
Scientific discoveries shape our world.
Scientific discoveries shape our world.
Self-improvement is a lifelong journey.
Self-improvement is a lifelong journey.
I'm working on my self-confidence.
I'm working on my self-confidence.
Setting goals is empowering.
Setting goals is empowering.
I believe in continuous self-growth.
I believe in continuous self-growth.
Positive thinking is a game changer.
Positive thinking is a game changer.
I'm overcoming my fears.
I'm overcoming my fears.
Personal growth leads to success.
Personal growth leads to success.
I'm on a path of self-discovery.
I'm on a path of self-discovery.
Resilience is a valuable trait.
Resilience is a valuable trait.
Empathy is an important quality.
Empathy is an important quality.
I'm an avid reader.
I'm an avid reader.
Literature broadens the mind.
Literature broadens the mind.
I'm a fan of classic novels.
I'm a fan of classic novels.
Reading is a form of escapism.
Reading is a form of escapism.
I'm part of a book club.
I'm part of a book club.
Poetry is a beautiful art form.
Poetry is a beautiful art form.
I enjoy discussing literary themes.
I enjoy discussing literary themes.
Writing is a creative outlet.
Writing is a creative outlet.
I'm captivated by storytelling.
I'm captivated by storytelling.
Books transport us to different worlds.
Books transport us to different worlds.
I'm a film buff.
I'm a film buff.
Movies are a source of entertainment.
Movies are a source of entertainment.
I'm a fan of foreign cinema.
I'm a fan of foreign cinema.
I love going to the theater.
I love going to the theater.
Documentaries can be eye-opening.
Documentaries can be eye-opening.
Film festivals showcase talent.
Film festivals showcase talent.
I'm a fan of indie films.
I'm a fan of indie films.
The film industry is ever evolving.
The film industry is ever evolving.
Hollywood produces blockbusters.
Hollywood produces blockbusters.
I admire the work of certain directors.
I admire the work of certain directors.
I'm a sports enthusiast.
I'm a sports enthusiast.
Physical activity is essential for health.
Physical activity is essential for health.
I'm training for a marathon.
I'm training for a marathon.
Team sports foster camaraderie.
Team sports foster camaraderie.
I'm a dedicated athlete.
I'm a dedicated athlete.
Exercise is a great stress reliever.
Exercise is a great stress reliever.
Sports bring people together.
Sports bring people together.
I'm a fan of the Olympics.
I'm a fan of the Olympics.
I follow my favorite sports teams.
I follow my favorite sports teams.
Sportsmanship is important in competition.
Sportsmanship is important in competition.
I work in finance.
I work in finance.
Entrepreneurship is challenging but rewarding.
Entrepreneurship is challenging but rewarding.
I'm a business owner.
I'm a business owner.
Investing wisely is crucial.
Investing wisely is crucial.
Economic trends impact our lives.
Economic trends impact our lives.
I'm passionate about startups.
I'm passionate about startups.
Networking is key in business.
Networking is key in business.
Financial literacy is empowering.
Financial literacy is empowering.
I'm interested in the stock market.
I'm interested in the stock market.
Business ethics matter.
Business ethics matter.
I'm an adventure seeker.
I'm an adventure seeker.
Exploring new places excites me.
Exploring new places excites me.
I'm planning a backpacking trip.
I'm planning a backpacking trip.
Adventure sports get my adrenaline pumping.
Adventure sports get my adrenaline pumping.
Traveling solo is liberating.
Traveling solo is liberating.
I love discovering hidden gems.
I love discovering hidden gems.
Culture shock is part of the journey.
Culture shock is part of the journey.
I've trekked in remote regions.
I've trekked in remote regions.
Meeting locals enriches the experience.
Meeting locals enriches the experience.
The world is full of natural wonders.
The world is full of natural wonders.
I'm a food connoisseur.
I'm a food connoisseur.
Culinary traditions vary worldwide.
Culinary traditions vary worldwide.
Street food can be a culinary delight.
Street food can be a culinary delight.
I'm a fan of fusion cuisine.
I'm a fan of fusion cuisine.
Spices add depth to dishes.
Spices add depth to dishes.
Home-cooked meals are comforting.
Home-cooked meals are comforting.
I've tried exotic dishes.
I've tried exotic dishes.
Food presentation is an art.
Food presentation is an art.
Food brings people together.
Food brings people together.
Dining out is a social experience.
Dining out is a social experience.
I prioritize my health.
I prioritize my health.
A balanced diet is essential.
A balanced diet is essential.
Regular exercise boosts energy.
Regular exercise boosts energy.
Stress management is important.
Stress management is important.
Mental health matters.
Mental health matters.
I practice mindfulness meditation.
I practice mindfulness meditation.
Adequate sleep is crucial.
Adequate sleep is crucial.
Holistic health is my focus.
Holistic health is my focus.
I'm conscious of nutrition labels.
I'm conscious of nutrition labels.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
I have an eye for fashion.
I have an eye for fashion.
Style is a form of self-expression.
Style is a form of self-expression.
I enjoy experimenting with fashion.
I enjoy experimenting with fashion.
I'm a fan of vintage clothing.
I'm a fan of vintage clothing.
Fashion trends come and go.
Fashion trends come and go.
Quality over quantity in clothing.
Quality over quantity in clothing.
Personal style evolves over time.
Personal style evolves over time.
I love accessorizing outfits.
I love accessorizing outfits.
Fashion designers inspire me.
Fashion designers inspire me.
Confidence is the best accessory.
Confidence is the best accessory.
I'm a tech geek.
I'm a tech geek.
Gadgets make life easier.
Gadgets make life easier.
The latest tech innovations amaze me.
The latest tech innovations amaze me.
I'm a fan of wearable tech.
I'm a fan of wearable tech.
Smart home devices simplify living.
Smart home devices simplify living.
Cybersecurity is a concern.
Cybersecurity is a concern.
I'm into virtual reality gaming.
I'm into virtual reality gaming.
Tech companies drive progress.
Tech companies drive progress.
AI is transforming industries.
AI is transforming industries.
Coding is a valuable skill.
Coding is a valuable skill.
I'm passionate about art.
I'm passionate about art.
Creativity knows no bounds.
Creativity knows no bounds.
I'm an aspiring artist.
I'm an aspiring artist.
Artistic expression is therapeutic.
Artistic expression is therapeutic.
I appreciate various art forms.
I appreciate various art forms.
Museums inspire my creativity.
Museums inspire my creativity.
I'm part of an art collective.
I'm part of an art collective.
Art has the power to evoke emotions.
Art has the power to evoke emotions.
Creativity fuels innovation.
Creativity fuels innovation.
Artists leave a lasting legacy.
Artists leave a lasting legacy.
I'm fascinated by science.
I'm fascinated by science.
Scientific breakthroughs change the world.
Scientific breakthroughs change the world.
I'm a science enthusiast.
I'm a science enthusiast.
Research drives progress.
Research drives progress.
Space exploration is awe-inspiring.
Space exploration is awe-inspiring.
Science education is vital.
Science education is vital.
I admire famous scientists.
I admire famous scientists.
The scientific method is rigorous.
The scientific method is rigorous.
Curiosity fuels scientific inquiry.
Curiosity fuels scientific inquiry.
Science and technology are intertwined.
Science and technology are intertwined.
I believe in self-improvement.
I believe in self-improvement.
Personal development is a journey.
Personal development is a journey.
Setting goals is motivating.
Setting goals is motivating.
Positive affirmations boost confidence.
Positive affirmations boost confidence.
Overcoming challenges builds character.
Overcoming challenges builds character.
I'm committed to lifelong learning.
I'm committed to lifelong learning.
Resilience is a valuable trait.
Resilience is a valuable trait.
Self-awareness leads to personal growth.
Self-awareness leads to personal growth.
Empathy is a key to personal relationships.
Empathy is a key to personal relationships.
Inner peace is a worthwhile pursuit.
Inner peace is a worthwhile pursuit.
I'm an avid reader.
I'm an avid reader.
Literature enriches the mind.
Literature enriches the mind.
I'm a fan of classic literature.
I'm a fan of classic literature.
Reading is a form of escape.
Reading is a form of escape.
Book clubs foster discussion.
Book clubs foster discussion.
Poetry is a beautiful form of expression.
Poetry is a beautiful form of expression.
I enjoy analyzing literary themes.
I enjoy analyzing literary themes.
Writing is a powerful art.
Writing is a powerful art.
Books transport us to different worlds.
Books transport us to different worlds.
I appreciate various genres of literature.
I appreciate various genres of literature.
I'm a film enthusiast.
I'm a film enthusiast.
Movies provide entertainment and insight.
Movies provide entertainment and insight.
I appreciate foreign cinema.
I appreciate foreign cinema.
The theatre is a unique experience.
The theatre is a unique experience.
Documentaries offer valuable perspectives.
Documentaries offer valuable perspectives.
Film festivals showcase diverse talent.
Film festivals showcase diverse talent.
Independent films have a unique charm.
Independent films have a unique charm.
I admire the work of certain directors.
I admire the work of certain directors.
The film industry is ever evolving.
The film industry is ever evolving.
Storytelling through film is powerful.
Storytelling through film is powerful.
I'm a sports fan.
I'm a sports fan.
Physical activity is important for health.
Physical activity is important for health.
I'm training for a specific sport.
I'm training for a specific sport.
Team sports promote teamwork.
Team sports promote teamwork.
Exercise is a great stress reliever.
Exercise is a great stress reliever.
Sports bring people together.
Sports bring people together.
I'm a fan of the Olympics.
I'm a fan of the Olympics.
I follow my favorite sports teams.
I follow my favorite sports teams.
Sportsmanship is vital in competition.
Sportsmanship is vital in competition.
Athletes inspire dedication and discipline.
Athletes inspire dedication and discipline.
I work in the business sector.
I work in the business sector.
Entrepreneurship is both challenging and rewarding.
Entrepreneurship is both challenging and rewarding.
I'm a business owner.
I'm a business owner.
Financial planning is essential.
Financial planning is essential.
Economic trends impact our daily lives.
Economic trends impact our daily lives.
I'm passionate about startups and innovation.
I'm passionate about startups and innovation.
Networking is crucial for success.
Networking is crucial for success.
Financial literacy is empowering.
Financial literacy is empowering.
I'm interested in stock market trends.
I'm interested in stock market trends.
Ethical business practices matter greatly.
Ethical business practices matter greatly.
I'm an adventure seeker.
I'm an adventure seeker.
Exploring new places excites me.
Exploring new places excites me.
I'm planning an upcoming adventure.
I'm planning an upcoming adventure.
Adventure sports get my adrenaline pumping.
Adventure sports get my adrenaline pumping.
Solo travel is liberating.
Solo travel is liberating.
I love discovering hidden gems.
I love discovering hidden gems.
Culture shock is an integral part of the journey.
Culture shock is an integral part of the journey.
Meeting locals enriches the travel experience.
Meeting locals enriches the travel experience.
I've trekked in remote regions.
I've trekked in remote regions.
The world is full of natural wonders.
The world is full of natural wonders.
I'm a food enthusiast.
I'm a food enthusiast.
Culinary traditions vary worldwide.
Culinary traditions vary worldwide.
Street food can be a culinary delight.
Street food can be a culinary delight.
I'm a fan of fusion cuisine.
I'm a fan of fusion cuisine.
Spices add depth to dishes.
Spices add depth to dishes.
Home-cooked meals are comforting.
Home-cooked meals are comforting.
I've tried exotic dishes from various cuisines.
I've tried exotic dishes from various cuisines.
Food presentation is an art form.
Food presentation is an art form.
Food brings people together in a social setting.
Food brings people together in a social setting.
Dining out can be a memorable experience.
Dining out can be a memorable experience.
I prioritize my health and well-being.
I prioritize my health and well-being.
A balanced diet is essential for overall health.
A balanced diet is essential for overall health.
Regular exercise boosts energy levels.
Regular exercise boosts energy levels.
Stress management techniques are crucial.
Stress management techniques are crucial.
Mental health awareness is growing.
Mental health awareness is growing.
I practice mindfulness and meditation.
I practice mindfulness and meditation.
Adequate sleep is vital for physical and mental health.
Adequate sleep is vital for physical and mental health.
Holistic health practices are gaining popularity.
Holistic health practices are gaining popularity.
I pay close attention to nutrition labels.
I pay close attention to nutrition labels.
Health is indeed wealth.
Health is indeed wealth.
I have a keen sense of fashion.
I have a keen sense of fashion.
Style is a form of self-expression.
Style is a form of self-expression.
I enjoy experimenting with fashion.
I enjoy experimenting with fashion.
Vintage clothing holds a unique charm.
Vintage clothing holds a unique charm.
Fashion trends come and go in cycles.
Fashion trends come and go in cycles.
Quality over quantity is important in clothing.
Quality over quantity is important in clothing.
Personal style evolves with time and experience.
Personal style evolves with time and experience.
I love accessorizing my outfits.
I love accessorizing my outfits.
Fashion designers and their creations inspire me.
Fashion designers and their creations inspire me.
Confidence is the best accessory one can wear.
Confidence is the best accessory one can wear.
I'm a tech enthusiast.
I'm a tech enthusiast.
Gadgets have revolutionized our daily lives.
Gadgets have revolutionized our daily lives.
The latest technological innovations continually amaze me.
The latest technological innovations continually amaze me.
Wearable tech is changing the way we interact with devices.
Wearable tech is changing the way we interact with devices.
Smart home technology is making life more convenient.
Smart home technology is making life more convenient.
Cybersecurity is an important concern in the digital age.
Cybersecurity is an important concern in the digital age.
I'm intrigued by virtual reality gaming.
I'm intrigued by virtual reality gaming.
Tech companies are driving innovation across industries.
Tech companies are driving innovation across industries.
Artificial intelligence, AI, is transforming the way we work and live.
Artificial intelligence, AI, is transforming the way we work and live.
Learning coding can open up exciting opportunities in the tech world.
Learning coding can open up exciting opportunities in the tech world.
I'm deeply passionate about art.
I'm deeply passionate about art.
Creativity knows no boundaries.
Creativity knows no boundaries.
I'm an aspiring artist in my own right.
I'm an aspiring artist in my own right.
Artistic expression can be therapeutic.
Artistic expression can be therapeutic.
I have an appreciation for various forms of art.
I have an appreciation for various forms of art.
Museums and galleries serve as a source of inspiration.
Museums and galleries serve as a source of inspiration.
Collaborating with other artists in a collective is fulfilling.
Collaborating with other artists in a collective is fulfilling.
Art has the incredible power to evoke a wide range of emotions.
Art has the incredible power to evoke a wide range of emotions.
The creativity of artists leaves a lasting legacy for generations to come.
The creativity of artists leaves a lasting legacy for generations to come.
I believe that nurturing creativity fuels innovation in society.
I believe that nurturing creativity fuels innovation in society.
I have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and science.
I have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and science.
Scientific breakthroughs have the power to transform our world.
Scientific breakthroughs have the power to transform our world.
Science is an enduring passion of mine.
Science is an enduring passion of mine.
Research is the driving force behind progress.
Research is the driving force behind progress.
The exploration of space is a source of profound wonder.
The exploration of space is a source of profound wonder.
Promoting science education is essential for future generations.
Promoting science education is essential for future generations.
I deeply admire renowned scientists and their contributions.
I deeply admire renowned scientists and their contributions.
The scientific method provides a rigorous framework for inquiry.
The scientific method provides a rigorous framework for inquiry.
Curiosity is the driving force behind scientific exploration.
Curiosity is the driving force behind scientific exploration.
The dynamic interplay between science and technology is shaping our future.
The dynamic interplay between science and technology is shaping our future.
I'm a firm believer in self-improvement.
I'm a firm believer in self-improvement.
Personal development is an ongoing journey.
Personal development is an ongoing journey.
Setting and achieving goals is immensely motivating.
Setting and achieving goals is immensely motivating.
Positive affirmations bolster self-confidence.
Positive affirmations bolster self-confidence.
Overcoming challenges is instrumental in personal growth.
Overcoming challenges is instrumental in personal growth.
I'm committed to lifelong learning and self-improvement.
I'm committed to lifelong learning and self-improvement.
Developing resilience is an invaluable life skill.
Developing resilience is an invaluable life skill.
Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth and fulfillment.
Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth and fulfillment.
Empathy and compassion enhance personal relationships.
Empathy and compassion enhance personal relationships.
Nurturing inner peace and well-being is a worthwhile pursuit.
Nurturing inner peace and well-being is a worthwhile pursuit.
Literature is a treasured passion of mine.
Literature is a treasured passion of mine.
The world of literature enriches the mind and the soul.
The world of literature enriches the mind and the soul.
Classic literature holds a timeless allure for me.
Classic literature holds a timeless allure for me.
Reading is a gateway to a world of escape and imagination.
Reading is a gateway to a world of escape and imagination.
Engaging in discussions within a book club is a rewarding experience.
Engaging in discussions within a book club is a rewarding experience.
Poetry, with its lyrical beauty, never fails to captivate me.
Poetry, with its lyrical beauty, never fails to captivate me.
I find deep satisfaction in analyzing the themes of literary works.
I find deep satisfaction in analyzing the themes of literary works.
Writing, both as a reader and writer, is a powerful form of expression.
Writing, both as a reader and writer, is a powerful form of expression.
Books serve as portals to diverse and captivating worlds.
Books serve as portals to diverse and captivating worlds.
I embrace a broad spectrum of literary genres and authors.
I embrace a broad spectrum of literary genres and authors.
Film holds a special place in my heart.
Film holds a special place in my heart.
Movies provide both entertainment and profound insights.
Movies provide both entertainment and profound insights.
I have an appreciation for diverse cinematic traditions, including foreign cinema.
I have an appreciation for diverse cinematic traditions, including foreign cinema.
The magic of the theater is a unique and immersive experience.
The magic of the theater is a unique and immersive experience.
Documentaries shed light on important and often underrepresented topics.
Documentaries shed light on important and often underrepresented topics.
Film festivals are a vibrant showcase of artistic talent and innovation.
Film festivals are a vibrant showcase of artistic talent and innovation.
Independent films, with their distinctive charm, are a personal favorite.
Independent films, with their distinctive charm, are a personal favorite.
The evolution of the film industry continues to fascinate me.
The evolution of the film industry continues to fascinate me.
I hold deep admiration for the work of visionary directors.
I hold deep admiration for the work of visionary directors.
The art of storytelling through film has a profound impact on society and culture.
The art of storytelling through film has a profound impact on society and culture.